Today is the day. I've lived in Louisiana for 3 decades, and I've never killed an alligator. That's gonna change today. It's on, it's gator time. So American Outdoor Brands, which includes Caldwell and Crimson Trace, as well as Smith Wesson firearms, we're putting on an event called Romp in the Swamp. I didn't know really what to expect, but I knew knowing these guys, it was gonna be epic. We actually are staying at OK Corral Gun Club, which is a really nice place. So one of the characters you'll meet on this adventure is Box. One of the coolest people in the gun world. Yes.
Guns and ammo.
Guns and ammo.
The best kind.
Right off the bat, I met up with Box, Jared Grove from Caldwell. He's kind of a legend in the industry. He's been there, done that. He's actually a very good shooter. And he said, hey, you want to go shoot sporting clays? Absolutely. Crimson Trace, Caldwell, Smith Wesson guys said, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get all you media guys who don't usually shoot a lot of competition to do a 2-gun. They set us up with Smith Wesson guns, an M&P 15 Performance Center competition model, and M&P 9s, the full-size competition Performance Center pistols. Very cool. And then we had Crimson Trace red dots on top, and we went to town.
Stand by.
They had some really fun stages set up for us. One of the stages was set up almost like a hallway that you had to run through as a maze. And a ton of targets, and you even had movers.
You got a bunch of movers out here, okay? So don't shoot the white ones.
There are certain targets that are no-shoot targets. You are not allowed to shoot them, and there's a penalty if you do. So, when some of us messed up, I had to give them a hard time. So Brandon, what are the white targets? What are you supposed to do with those?
They're the assholes that got captured, and somebody had to show them a lesson. You just make one example.
Yeah,
and the rest understand. Don't do that again.
If you don't shoot competition, the challenge is maybe not as much the shooting part, because I'm okay at shooting, but it's the procedural stuff. It's the where are you supposed to reload? Where are you supposed to dump a gun?
Rifle goes right here. On safe.
Are you keeping the 180?
Never at any time do you ever break the 180 with a pistol or a rifle, okay?
And then remembering all the targets you're supposed to shoot, because there are a lot of targets to shoot.
Dude, you forgot a target back there too.
Okay. On this slide? On this slide?
All the way back to the door.
One of the stages that I really enjoyed, it was all steel. You gotta shoot all the steel targets with the rifle, 1 shot each. And you have to shoot all the steel targets with the pistol, 1 shot each. Now you can shoot all the pistol targets from that further position if you want to, or you can run forward about 10 yards and shoot the pistol targets from a closer position. If you shoot them from the further position, they take 8 seconds off of your time. I wasn't sure what I was gonna do until I started shooting. They're yelling, hit, 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 hit. They didn't expect me to go that fast, but I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna burn it down. Either the wheels are gonna come off or they're not. It went pretty well until I dropped that rifle and I thought, boy, those targets look far away.
Oh, he's running.
Oh my God, Gresham, I'm so proud of you. Nice run, Ryan.
Sorry, you were shooting so fast I couldn't call hit.
At the end of the 2-gun competition, I thought we were done. And they said, no, now we have to go shoot machine guns. So many machine guns. They had modern stuff like M4s, as well as some sub guns, Uzis, Berettas. I got to shoot a Sterling, which was really cool. We also got to shoot a Bren Mark I. This is a British machine gun, from World War II. It's a top-loading magazine shooting a .303 British. It was really cool. I love it. One of the crazier things that was at this event was a Hummer that had been retrofitted with tracks on it, like tank tracks. They actually had mounted on a turret a belt-fed machine gun. Now we're having fun.
Gator is the enemy.
How could it get any better? Machine guns, two-gun, and we're shooting other people's ammo. The thing you need to know about Ryan Donahue, he is always coming up with something bigger and better. He goes, I got one more thing for you. Come this way.
Ride the lightning, man.
All right, so when you're ready to shoot, feel those triggers quick.
The pinnacle of all machine guns is the minigun. 6 barrels, full auto, 6,000 rounds per minute of .308. It's just so much freedom. It's a beautiful thing.
Just keep going, don't care.
All right, here we go. After we had gone through thousands and thousands of rounds through this minigun of .308 shooting down there, I said, you know what? I want to see what the Caldwell steel looks like.
12, 13,000.
12 or 13,000 rounds of .308 out of a minigun at the Caldwell steel. So we had to come down and take a look and see how is it holding up.
Better than the cars.
Yeah, better than the cars. Holy smokes.
You see, there's no
Even this little guy.
dents. Just
No
smooth.
dents.
I was impressed. I mean, it's built to take .308 rounds at 100 yards, which is about what we were shooting, but that many rounds going that fast at those targets, I kind of expected, and I wouldn't have even been disappointed if there had been some pock marks or some damage. Said actually when you're shooting a minigun, because it shoots so fast, that you can actually get multiple hits in the same spot, and that starts to be a problem, or can be a problem for steel, but it held up. Very cool, very impressive. The next morning was time for gator hunt. We're about to go on this farm and find us a big old gator to shoot. At least that's the plan. We had different groups going out with different guides. We drove around on cattle ranches to these big ponds, and we would walk around the ponds and try to spot alligators in the marsh. We had M&P 10s, so a .308 AR-15, and we had the Crimson Trace Brushline Pro scope on top. Way more magnification than we need. This is a 4:16. I think the shots are like 50, 70 yards. So we're gonna crank it down to 4, and if we need to crank it up, we will. But .308, apparently he's been getting the job done on these gators.
That's always really bad because you see now both.
I was paired up with Mr. Guns and Gear in this hunt. Super nice guy. They found a nice gator for him to take. So he set up on the gun, set up on the gator, and we got a good one. And as we were taking a few photos and talking about it, they said, wait a minute, there's another one in the water. So I grabbed the gun and I walked a little bit closer. I hit the gator and he started rolling. Then the trick is they got to snag him and bring him in. Such a cool experience getting my first gator. I'm actually getting the meat sent because, after all, I'm from Louisiana. We eat gator all the time. I'm tanning the hide, probably gonna make a wallet or something like that. And then I'm getting a Euro mount done of the skull. That'll be pretty cool in my office. So Romp in the Swamp, pretty amazing event, really. And Crimson Trace, Caldwell, Smith Wesson, those guys know how to put on a great event. And the gear ran fantastic. Great facilities, great people, and great gear make for a really fun time.